the red carpet with Caldecott Award winner Eric Rohmann for his fantastic win a couple years ago that involved a rabbit, which is why, as you can see from his tie, which you cannot because they are tiny, there are rabbits featured on this tie. Could you please explain the representative different books that you could actually make out on this tie if you wish to do so?
Well, of course, the rabbit is for my rabbit, and the carrot is for Peter, and the green is for Laura. And they're good friends, and I thought I would show them my appreciation, as well as think back to, what was it, 10 years ago? Yeah, that's right.
Now, let's go back about 10 years. Now, the thing that people love to hear from Caldecott winners more than anything else is the call. Now, I've never heard your the call story. Can you tell me your the call story?
They're in Philadelphia. I'm in Chicago, so they call me about an hour earlier. The phone rings. I pick it up. There's some clicks. I hang up the phone. Go back to bed. Phone rings again. Pick it up. There are some clicks. I put the phone down. Go back to bed. Rings again, I picked up, and Pat Scale says, don't. They're trying to figure out how to do the technology, get the speakerphone to work. So she says, don't hang up. This is Pat Scales of the American Library Association. And my first thought is, I have overdue books. And then she says to me, your book, My Friend Rabbit, it received the Caldecott Medal. And I said, oh, you mean an honor? And she said, no, I mean the medal. And I said, you mean a silver? And I said, a silver? And she said, no, I said a gold. And so I'm arguing with Pat Scales about a story that I'm trying to tell. I'm arguing with her about winning the Caldecott. So then everyone was laughing, and I felt like a fool. I hung up the phone, and there's about an hour and a half between when they call you and when they announce it. I was never quite completely sure whether or not it had actually happened, because who knows but you know? So.
And they could always take it back.
Yes, one of my committee members, Bina Williams, said that there was a 10-year time period that she can take it back if I did something wrong, if I dishonored the medal. Well, today marks that 10th year, so it's officially mine.
So you can besmirch away.
That's exactly right, yeah.
Fantastic.
And besmirching might be fun. Not about that, but about many other things.
If you're going to besmirch, this is the party to besmirch at, I think.
You think so? Yeah. I don't know about that. Yeah.
Now, have you seen this year's crop of the newest winners?
I have, of course. Yeah.
Good.
You know, I don't know anybody who isn't interested in it. Whether you have a book or not, it's something the Caldecott says these are the books that are being looked at. The interesting thing now is people look at you. People look at 100 scope notes. People look at lots of different blogs, lots of different mocks. And so it's not as big a surprise now. I mean, it's not very often that you don't see a book, and I don't think there was any. And I think all the books that were on the list were recognized as being really good books from the start. So it wasn't a surprise to me. There were some surprises, of course. I mean, John, 2 books from the same author, never been done before. That was quite a surprise. But you know, it's always fun to do. Candy and I, of course, sat, and Candy Fleming, and I sat and looked at it, talked about it online as the awards came up. We, gave our reactions. We were really happy for some people like Laura, again a good friend, Peter Brown, good friend. I just met John today, but I've been a great admirer of his work for a long time. So, yeah.
Very, very well deserved, I would say. Yeah, altogether, yeah. Well, I just have one final question for you. In the actual, in John's book, a hat is stolen right from the start. We know it is stolen. If you could steal one thing from another Caldecott winning book, what is the one thing? It could be an object, it could be a person. I don't know if you want to steal a person, but if you could steal just one thing from a book, what would that be?
Wow. It has to be a Caldecott book. Yeah. I would like that kitten in Millions of Cats that's able to devour millions and billions and trillions of cats. My guess is that's not the only magical ability this kitten has. So that's the one I'd want.
You should write a sequel to Millions of Cats, millions more of cats.
I don't know if Wanda she'd roll in her grave if yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here, and have a fantastic Caldecott Newbery Banquet.